It's always fun to get back in the kitchen, and it smells so good in here already. We're visiting with Chef Romeo from Romeo's Kitchen and Spirits. Welcome.
Nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's always nice when you come back. I mean, obviously for us, it's a bit of a treat. Marcel and I get very
make sure
excited.
that I give you guys a treat today.
Excellent. What are we making?
So we've been aging steaks in the house. This has become my signature steaks. We bring in the side of beef or whatnot, and then we age it. And this time we decided to age it with whiskey.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a little different.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to show this.
I'm very curious.
Because we don't have our grill here, we're going to be using our circulator because we want to be precise with the temperature. It's a pretty expensive piece of meat. You know, you're looking at about $23 for that. Just
wow.
One
just
piece
for the
of
meat
steak.
itself. Yeah.
So we want to make sure that it's cooked properly because when it goes out there, people are paying quite a bit of money for it, right?
Yeah,
so we want to make
quality.
sure it's
so
precision.
explain what's happening here.
So this is a process called sous vide. So we would season the meat, and then we would put it in a bag. We would make sure that all the air is out, and then we would cook it on the bath with a precise temperature.
Yeah,
so the temperature itself, the meat will not cook over or under by 1 degree. So that makes it very precise cooking
So
technique.
it's just sort of resting basically right
Almost
now
the
in
same
that
thing, yeah. So
temperature
it's roasting in its own juice in a way.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do now, if you can help me out and take it out of the bag.
Okay, put on my glove.
Yeah.
Whoa, before I lose it here.
Now we're gonna give it that roasting feel to it. So we gotta cook it in the pan after that. So what I'm gonna do.
And you have a couple things going there already too,
Yeah.
and that's what we're smelling. What else do we have there?
We also have we make mashed potatoes, and then what we're gonna do is we're also gonna thin it out a little bit, and we're gonna make what we call cacio e pepe potatoes. So basically cheese and pepper.
Oh, sounds
so
good
we have to put a lot of.
Remove it and put it on the plate. That's
yes, please. Yeah. Okay. So we put a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of butter. To,
oh yes, so it's already nice and warm.
You can smell that. Almost like that olive oil smell, that potato. You know, it's just perfect for around this time of the year. So really, that's all I'm doing there. I just thin it out and make sure it's nice and smooth.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna put it on the side for a little bit. Okay. With the steak, again, it's just we cooked it perfectly. So the whole thing right now is medium rare, like even the outside part.
Okay.
Right? So we're just gonna season it again because you kind of lose some of that salt and pepper in the bag as well. It's very important that...
so it was seasoned before it went into the bag and before it was warmed up.
It needs it. Like a lot of people say, oh, I seasoned it already, but it still needs it.
Yeah.
Especially in the
more flavor, the better, right?
Exactly. And they sip in nicer when you do that. So since this is cooked already, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna temper some butter. What I like to do is I would like to brown the butter a little bit before I put the steak in.
Okay.
Like I said, it's already perfect medium rare, so I'm not gonna be cooking it, leaving it there for a little too long.
Sort of searing it.
Exactly. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put some flavor in there. So I got the garlic. Also got some rosemary, and now you can start smelling that that flavor profile that we wanted to.
Okay.
And with this dish, we're also gonna be baking grilling some asparagus. We wanted to simplify the dish because there's a lot of flavor that's gonna go to it, and we don't want to.
Just a simple compliment.
Exactly. You don't want to hide that steak. I aged it for 45 days with whiskey, and then you're gonna put all that stuff in there.
You're not paying for the vegetables. So
exactly. So just a little salt and pepper, right? We just wanted a little bit of. We would grill this at work. This one we're gonna put it in the pan, but I just kind of want that char, almost like flame flavor with the vegetable.
And while we're working on that, Romeo's, where can people find you?
We are at the Coast Hotel. We're at 1250 Rogers Way.
Perfect. Okay.
I kind of memorized that because when I moved to Kamloops, I had to change my phone number to 1250.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh man, I was like, what is that? And then I found out that our address is 1250. So I was like, oh, that was easy.
Careful, everyone will know your phone number if you're
not kidding. Yeah.
So you can phone and compliment him on the cooking.
So again, I'm just gonna make sure that the butter is roasting nicely there with the herbs that I have in there. And again, making sure that my potatoes is nice and smooth.
And beside that, you also have a reduction going.
Yes, so a reduction literally takes us about 3 days. So we got, we would make a stock, and we would make another stock on top of that, and then we put it all together. And then we would reduce it down to it's like almost syrupy.
I was telling you, we make reductions at home, but we certainly don't take 3 days.
Yeah, because this
is quality reduction.
Let's just say we start with about 150 liters of liquid.
Wow.
And by the end of it, we'll end up with about 7 liters.
Amazing.
That's how much.
Okay.
With this one, we also used the same whiskey that we aged the steak with. So, you kind of get it back in there with the beef. So, there it is. So, again, I'm just going to put the...
And this dish is called?
This is our signature steak. This is a 45-day dry-aged ribeye that's aged with whiskey. And it's we use it as our signature steak. Okay. So our signature steak kind of changes every month, depending on how much steak is left on the loin or the beef that we got.
So you can come into Romeo's and say, I want to see the signature. I want to have the signature steak that I saw on Midday.
This is the steak.
And it is beautiful.
This is probably the best one. I've been aging steak for the last 2 years now, and this is probably the best one that I've tried so far. So I'm really, really happy with it.
We're in for a treat today.
Yeah. So again, it's ribeye, and it's a lot of fat or marbling around the beef itself. So it's perfect for around this time of the year. You kind of want that. Yeah, it's just great. A lot of people would actually just roast it. I kind of like to eat it as a steak. I mean, there's nothing wrong with roasting it. That's beautiful as well.
But it's almost too good to do that.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna, again, I just want to put a little bit of color in there.
Going on. It's all
Isn't that amazing?
Together. Fantastic.
And then you can actually smell almost like that, the funkiness of the beef that makes it sharper. And that's what the difference between this beef and the regular certified Angus beef.
So what you're doing there is something that I always forget to do at home, which is just to keep marinating it as it goes.
Or you're almost like you're basting it. A lot of people
basting
call
it, yes.
Or chefs would call it napping, the butter on top of it. But it's almost coating the beef itself. Because what it is butter absorbs flavor and odor. And when you put like stuff like garlic and stuff like that, it will absorb it. And then when you put it on top of the meat would absorb that butter. Okay. So there it is. Little quick
gorgeous
thing there. And with the potatoes, this is a cool one. I really liked it when we came up with this dish. Again, it's we call it cacio e pepe.
So creamy and
it really is, and it's very decadent. We would put some.
And just when you think they can't get better, cheese happens.
Yeah, and it's a layered dish. So we put a little bit of olive oil in there.
Wow, okay.
And we're just gonna finish up with a little bit more potatoes.
It's an exciting Friday.
I hope you get to try this later.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I think
a little bit of that.
Marcel and I will probably divide it up, okay, Marcel?
A little bit more cheese. Okay, we use grana padano, so it's basically ground cheese.
And I am a real sucker for like individual servings.
Yeah,
a little pot that it comes in, anything like that is.
And again, the whole idea was not to put it all together all at once.
Yeah.
Because you kind of don't want to ruin the dish itself or the steak itself.
Individual flavors.
Yep. So
and our asparagus is going here.
Yep. So it's just the steak going on top, and a little bit of that asparagus. You always want a little bit of greens.
And basically just seared a little bit, hey? Just warmed up.
And then that's all I'm doing. I'm adding some more color in the beef, and I'm just putting some sweetness in there if you want. Okay? And then we're gonna finish it with our sauce.
With our 3-day reduction.
3-day reduction. Just don't. We take sauces very serious because really that's what puts the dishes together.
So do I.
And there it is. So this is my 45 dry age whiskey ribeye.
Beautiful.
With cacio e pepe potatoes.
Fantastic, and you can find it at Romeo's. A great place too if you're gathering with some friends. You want to have an informal gathering for a Christmas party or a get-together. Romeo's is a fantastic place to go. All right, thanks for joining us, and we're very excited to dig into this.
Please do.
Merry Christmas, Romeo.
Merry Christmas.
We'll be back with more Midday in just a moment.